2023 has been a really busy year for Our Hearing's Our Voice, and we've got lots to celebrate. Let's have a look. Ciara and Achilles have designed a pre-hearing scrapbook which allows children to take more control over their hearings. This is going to be tried out in Fife and is launched on the 3rd of November. Poppy and Lisa came up with the idea of Voice magazine, which is still going strong. It's available in all children's hearing centres across the country and online. Poppy and Lisa also met in Inverness to attend an editors' meeting to plan the next issue. Lisa conducted an interview with David Mackey, which appeared in the first issue of Voice magazine. Ciara attended the Participation Network event earlier this year and shared news about our magazine. Achilles spoke at the Social Work Scotland event in Glasgow recently about the barriers and facilitators to participation and about the work of language leaders as well. Ciara and Achilles completely transformed the window space in the Bell Street Hearing Centre. They put information about the 40 calls and about the work of OHOV. Earlier this year, Andrew got involved in some research about biometrics and the ethical use of biometric information. Ciara and Achilles met Thomas Carlton from The Promise at an event at Glasgow Clyde College. They later interviewed him for an article for Voice magazine. Ciara and Achilles also led a workshop for professionals on what it feels like to be stigmatised and labelled during hearings. We recently got to connect with other young people and professionals at a language residential in Stirling. Over the summer, we had a meeting in Bell Street where we met up with some professionals from SCRA and CHS. We talked about some of the recommendations that have been made in the Hearings Redesign report and what they might look like in practice. We also discussed some of the barriers and facilitators and who would be responsible for implementing these changes if they were accepted by government. A huge highlight this year was the publication of the Hearing System Working Group's redesign report, led by Sheriff David Mackey. Your work fed into that enormously, and you were invited along to the launch in Edinburgh as well. You've built up some really important relationships with different professionals during that time. You shared your expertise, your ideas, your insights and experiences in order to affect change in the children's hearing system. We were so proud of you. Our Hearing's Our Voice appeared in the media as well, on television and in newspapers. Ciara became the voice of Isla in the new Isla's Story video by The Promise. Ciara and Achilles spoke at an event hosted by Falkirk Champs Board. We talked about who OHOV are, what our aims are, and shared a little bit about the language bin. Speaking of language, our language leaders group that was established in November 2022 is still going strong. We've achieved a great deal in that time, including the launch of the virtual bin, but there's more to it than that. We've also categorised different kinds of language that we want to get rid of in the hearing system, and our next step is reaching out to other professionals to share the news. Our Hearing's Our Voice were also involved in a Keeping the Promise podcast. That was quite a while ago. You can access it online if you're interested. Andrew and Achilles also attended an event in Edinburgh where they shared some of their work. Our Hearing's Our Voice were delighted to be invited to write the foreword for the Hearing System Redesign report. Here's Ciara and Lisa in Stirling. Alicia came up with an excellent idea about a superhero called Misunderstanding who walks side by side with children and young people as they go through the hearing system. We also attended the CYCJ conference where Abby and Achilles were able to facilitate and lead different presentations. Liam M and Lisa have been involved in creating a solicitor's guide too. There's also been some work done on child-friendly CSOs. Just this week, Abby and Lisa presented at an event online and got wonderful feedback from the professionals that attended. Ciara and new board member Zodi provided the illustrations for some research into virtual hearings done by Kat Nixon. Andrew was instrumental in helping Kat review the chapters that she'd written. Andrew met with Louise Hunter, the Chief Executive for Who Cares Scotland, to interview her about her new role. Andrew was also involved in a recruitment campaign by CHS. And finally, Achilles, Lisa and Ciara attended the SCRA staff event in Perth this year. They met Children's Minister Natalie Dawn, Neil Hunter and of course David Mackey. I'm sure you'll agree it's been quite a year. I can't wait to see what 2024 brings for Our Hearing's Our Voice, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you.